and we've never won this. Let's hear it for Glennon and Abby.
Thank you, guys.
And all of the comedians and performers and winners and
All right, well, I'd like to share a story tonight about our own beginnings in creating a family. Tig and I got married 10 years ago in Mississippi, just 4 months after marriage equality became the law of the land. At that time, there were many stories emerging from all over the country about couples being denied their marriage license by individuals who refused to honor this new law. Stories we unfortunately continue to hear today. Tig and I couldn't help but feel concerned we might venture into a similar situation. The town we got married in is a very small town on the Gulf Coast with one single traffic light in the entire town. The courthouse was on the other side of the railroad tracks and looked something straight out of a Tennessee Williams play. My memory is that there were tractors and snakes and alligators outside, but
there weren't.
But I think that was just how I was feeling. Because of our concern about what we might encounter inside this whistle-stop courthouse, we wanted legal backup and brought along Tig's cousin, whose father happens to be the prominent lawyer in the town. Again, a town small enough to have a single prominent lawyer. His slogan is actually, if you're innocent, call a lawyer. If you're guilty, call me. And he's very, very successful. Inside, it was small town business as usual. And I have to say, this was the first time in my life as a gay person that I felt fear. Not fear for my life or safety, but fear for the possibility of being othered and minimized and denied to my face. As we waited in line, I carefully watched the clerks behind the counter trying to size them up to see what we might be in for. When it was our turn, we approached the counter and were met by a thick, down-to-business accent. How can I help you? And I told the clerk we were getting married and we're there for a marriage license. She looked from me to Tig, back to me, now sizing us up. And then she goes, we can do that. And yeah, and she handed us a stack of papers and said, beaming, we just got these new forms, and as you can see, it says spouse and spouse. Yeah, and she was so proud of these forms. And she couldn't wait to be the one who got to use them for what they were created for. And you could feel her excitement, her warmth, and her simple desire to show us that we were welcome and valued. And I'm certain this woman never thought that a gay couple would ever walk through her Mississippi doors to get married in this county. And I imagine not many have since. Yet I realized that in every corner of this country and around the world, there are people who can't wait to extend love and acceptance. And people just waiting for an opportunity to show up and be great. And so when I think about visibility, I think not only of being an example, living out and proud, but it's also about seeking out and connecting with those who can't wait to share in the expression of all things love. And it's about creating the opportunities for us all to be visible together. And so in our desire to get married and express our own love, we in turn gave someone the chance to do the same. And I can't think of anything more empowering and beautiful than that kind of reciprocated exchange. And this is what visibility looks like for us on a day-to-day basis. It's our sons effortlessly correcting people when they assume they have a dad. Actually, we have two moms. And that stranger not missing a beat and responding with, hey, that's awesome. And it's an unspoken nod to inclusion and acceptance. It's a simple act of, yes, we are all in this together. So while we know the opposition exists, there is also this reality of people who can't wait to celebrate the many ways in which family exists, who make belonging feel possible, and who make their humanity visible. And I can't wait to continue to find those people. Yeah. So thank you to everyone in this room for being those people. And thank you to Family Equality for this award. Thank you for doing all that you do. And thank you for including us in this beautiful gathering of souls. And I love you.
I love you.
And I have the same look in my eye when I see you. Oh, Tig.
I mean, come on.
How do I get you?
I mean, come on. Yes, I did. I somehow scored you. That was incredible.
Thanks.
So now it's my turn. Also, I thought I was going first.
No, I know, but hey, it popped up.
Oh,
I just went for it.
okay. When I got together with Stephanie nearly 13 years ago, I remember people saying to me, getting married and having kids will change your life. Yeah. So they're like, you won't be able to hang out with us at the comedy clubs or go wherever you want, whenever you want. I was like, okay. So for clarity, you're also saying there's a chance I'll no longer be living in a rental house with 3 drunk, bearded comedians anymore, as though that was a negative for a 40-year-old woman. I wanted my life to change. I remember years ago being in romantic situations. I don't know if that's what it's called, but where someone would ask, what are we doing for Thanksgiving? And I was like, oh my God, she thinks we'll still be together at Thanksgiving? Boy, are we on very different pages. Just like, oh yeah, I guess we'll have to see when it gets here. Or I'd put a pile of a girlfriend's things by the door, shoes, a toothbrush, keys, just like a little don't get too comfortable station. Then I met Stephanie. At the time, I had a loft downtown, and I remember she was circling my building trying to find parking. And she just said, I'm sick of trying to find parking when I come over. Why don't we just move in together? I was like, sure, that seems reasonable. Can't find a parking spot? Move on in. And I actually meant it. I was like, yeah. Anybody else, I would have called a friend and been like, no, she couldn't find parking. And suggested we move in together. Anyway, next thing I knew, we adopted our first cat. Yes. You love a cat. Yeah? He's just like, that was the part that touched you tonight. I hope they're filming this. It was a massive step for me to adopt a cat with someone. Oh my gosh, I thought, well, I guess I'll never get out of this relationship now that we've brought a stray into the mix. But for that first time in my life, I was okay with not getting out of it. I remember one time Stephanie said, I kind of like it when couples dress alike. Do you remember when you said that? I thought you were going to push back when I said that. But, and I honestly found myself thinking, absolutely. we should dress alike. Why haven't we been dressing alike? Like, if anyone that dated me before could have seen me being like, yeah. Anyway, so there we were in matching outfits, coffee in hand, taking morning walks like we'd already been together for 50 years. And I told Stephanie I wanted children. And she said she had always wanted 5 children. She said, yeah, she always Was there a noise? Is there a noise? A little bit? A little bit of a noise? Okay. I never know what's happening. She said she wanted 5 kids. What's that? Was there a noise? Did anybody hear any noise? It could have been anything, but did you hear it? You also heard a different noise?
Someone move a chair.
Did somebody move or tap somebody on a shoulder or something?
Did someone shift?
Yeah. Did anyone shift their weight? What happened just now? Oh, God, there it is. The funny part is that the majority, like, I hear some laughter at that, but the majority is a sea of blank faces. There's some laughter, there's some clapping, but it is a sea of... Well, of course there was a noise.
Yeah, I shifted, so what?
Stephanie, this is my moment. Did you hear a noise? Anyway, can you go back? I don't know what I was talking about. Okay, there we are. I told Stephanie I wanted children, and then somebody made a noise in this room. She said she wanted 5 kids. And once again, I found myself open. Anything with Stephanie sounded incredible, even 5 kids. But after our twins arrived, we decided that'll most likely do. Our sons are 9 now, and I have to be honest, they certainly are not ever looking at us and thinking, wow, groundbreaking representation, guys. They mostly just think, has anyone seen my Crocs? And they don't see 2 moms, they probably just see 2 people constantly looking for Crocs. Don't you feel like that's kind of what our life, well, I'll talk to you later, this is my moment. I do love you so. And honestly, I had no idea families like ours, in search of Crocs, could really exist. Much less that I could be part of a thriving and happy one. And family visibility isn't just about showing up on a red carpet. It's about showing up to baseball and basketball and swim team and tennis and hockey in the driveway. All of those appearances that we make dressed alike. I mean, slightly different versions, of course. Visibility is about being seen in the bleachers of the games, on teacher Zooms, and on flights, zipping around the world, just living life together in full view. So thank you, Family Equality, for helping families like ours exist, openly, proudly, and visibly. And thank you, Stephanie, for changing my life in all the ways I wanted to.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.